Hey everybody, it is Thursday. I have today and I have tomorrow, and then I am done working. Ba-da-ba. So I am 36. I am Samantha. I have been working since I was 15 years old. My oldest child is 10, and I have been working all of my kids' entire life. So I have an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 13-month-old. And since I have been back to work, there's been a lot of mental evaluation for what are we doing with our life? How are we going to structure things? It's definitely different when you have a baby and then you have a range of kids' ages, and they're all doing different things. So I'm just really excited. I've got a lot of plans this summer. I'm honestly open if anybody out there has any tips for somebody transitioning to a stay-at-home mom. I remember my mom she was with us until I think I was 12. So a good portion of my formative years, I was able to just be with my mom all the time. And we did all kinds of fun things, all kinds of cool things with our community and with our church. And I didn't really feel like a homeschooled kid. I was a homeschooled kid most of my life, actually. But I just really felt like I was just really engaged by having my mom there all the time. And it made things flexible too for travel and holidays and weekends and nights and all that stuff. So I'm so excited. I'm going to be able to afford that to my family. One of the goals I have for the summer is, and this is just an initial goal, but to have more zero spend days in a month than spend days. And for your girl, especially because I would go to a place that sells food, I would be probably making a purchase at least 4 days a week, if not more. So I work full time, 5 days a week. The place that I've worked at for almost 15 years, mind you. This is crazy that we're making this transition, but how grateful am I that my husband offered this to me. Never have I ever considered that I would have this offer, even if asked. Things just didn't line up, but God opened the door. He put it on my heart before my son was even born, that this would be something that I need to seek and pray for. So I am so grateful that it's finally happening today and tomorrow, and then that's it. So I really hope that things continue to fall in line. I'm gonna just pray for the ability to, what's the word? Is it frugal? I don't need to be spending. That's the big thing. And I know it's so hard. We live in I want it now, just debt-ridden society. And a big part of it is just we have a lot of things in front of us that look good for food, maybe your outfit, you want it for your house, that trip looks amazing, and just being more intentional with what do you really want, what's a priority. And for me and my family, the priority is to bring me home. So I'm so looking forward to that. Another thing I'm really excited about for the summer and just in general is being able to really manage my health. I've been on a GLP for about 9 months now. I was right at 200 pounds when I had my son, and then 3 months after he was born, I started it again, give or take. I'd have to go back and look. But I was able to drop about 20 or 30 pounds, 25 pounds, I think, just from the pregnancy weight. So you have a lot of water weight, and your body just packs it on. It's just like, I'm trying to hold on to this so that you can have a baby. And I don't know what it is, but with every one of my kids, I gained 40 pounds the first time, 50 pounds the second time, and 60 pounds the third time. So I don't know what's going on. My body's like, we know what to do, so we're just going to make room, and you're going to go from a size 7 to spandex, girl. So anywho, I'm looking forward to sharing more about that. I was listening to a podcast today about GLP-1s, and worldwide, I think it's worldwide, 10 million people are on a GLP-1. And they are forecasting in the next years that it's going to go up to, it's double. So I think the conversation is important. I think the experience is important. And like me, it just created a buffer zone so that I could think about what I'm doing, first of all, and then also not be a perpetual snacker. A big part of it too is people if you aren't acquainted with the information, a lot of the foods that we eat, a lot of the processed foods, and it's not foods, but they don't hit the satiety center that your brain needs to know, this is nutrient dense, this is going to keep me full. So you end up being hungry, or end up eating more often and later, and just the things. It's not as moisture dense, and so you're dehydrated. A lot of times they say, you're hungry, drink some water. That's part of it too. So I'm looking forward to sharing more of that, and also working out. I used to just work out maybe on a day off or if I was closing. So maybe 3 days a week would be like ideal. That's not been the case always, and so now that I'm going to have more flexibility, I'm going to be able to do that, and I'm super stoked about that because I have lost all of the weight and gotten myself back to pre-baby weight, which for me is in a really great range. Kind of tall too, so it's like spread out, but I'm really looking forward to packing some muscle back on and really just expanding ability to be strong. Be strong. You feel pretty good though, but I know I will feel better, especially as I need to be doing lots of yard work and maybe building some things. So I'm stoked about that. But anyways, thank you guys for checking back in. I just wanted to make a quick video. It's been a week or so since my last one. I literally have today and tomorrow, and then that's it, you guys. We're done. Okay. If you don't mind, give me a like. If you have any comments or thoughts, or for anybody who's kind of a stay-at-home mom status, that's my vibe. If you've ever been a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, that helps with your routine or anything that it might be helpful for me to know, because I have never done this before. I've only seen it through, I experienced it as a kid, but through, so I'll take anything I can get. But I appreciate you. Thank you for checking back in. I hope that you have the best day, and I will catch you next time.